Prime time.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3
to go when the regular season begins. I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle.
The 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level.
Window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's
complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Take it at the 37. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And
the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start with the option, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Trying the power game with Ham, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Oilers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Across midfield and down into Houston territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Gets around him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Ball start, offense.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Escapes the defender. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Oilers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Omaha's offense back out for another series.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Houston's offense taking over again. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their...
Caught up! Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons have got it back to within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
the leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got him.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out.
And the Oilers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
1st down, Bison.
Back to throw again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bisons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets picks this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Taking it in. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
And now out comes Houston.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Omaha's offense back out for another series. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Houston set to take over.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
22-yard line.
Slot man moves right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. That time, a 9-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A first throw for the backup Wilson. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out.
And the Oilers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now it's Wilson.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, BISONS.
Now it's Wilson.
Open man there is Fryer, complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Herbert once more.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen.
but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
They'll set up a throw.
To the sideline and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mims in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The slot man in motion right.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now Wilson. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Getting the stop defensively, Delarian Turner yelled.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 9. They'll go again with Herbert.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down. One last shot for Wilson.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.